While football is the most popular sport in Argentina and part of the country's culture, it is cricket whose roots are far deeper. Argentina's first international football match took place 38 years after their first international cricket match in 1868 against Uruguay. Cricket was introduced to the South Americans during the British invasions of the Rio de la Plata, that is the River Plate in 1806-1807. It is believed that the first cricket match was played in Argentina by a group of British prisoners who had been caught by the criollos revolutionaries. Cricket was starting to grow in the country in the first half of the 19th century. The Buenos Aires Cricket Club, the oldest in the country, was founded as early as in 1864. Since then, clubs like Lomas, Hurlingham, Belgrano and others formed a vibrant cricketing culture in the country. The Primera División, started in 1897-98, still continues to be an annual fixture in the country. At that time, Argentina was the country with the most number of British immigrants behind the Commonwealth nations. Supported by the Anglo-Argentines, cricket was actually thriving in the country in the latter half of the 19th century. There is a famous legend that the Argentina cricket team crossed the fearsome Andes mountain range by mule in 1893 to reach Santiago for a fixture against a neighboring country, Chile. In 1891, the first North versus South fixture was held in Argentina, and the match has since become an annual 3-day tradition in the country. With the game's popularity picking up, the Argentina Cricket Association was formed in 1913, and soon the country became the leading cricketing nation in the South American continent. Thus, when the MCC toured the continent in 1926-27, it was hardly surprising that 7 out of the 10 matches would be held in Argentina. It was during one of these matches on January 17, 1927, Argentina pulled off one of the biggest cricketing upsets of all time when they defeated the mighty MCC by 29 runs at the Buenos Aires Cricket Club ground. Many Anglo-Argentine cricketers of that era even went on to reach the English county level and represented the county teams. The first quarter of the 20th century is thus considered as the golden age of Argentine cricket. The game's popularity in Argentina declined sharply after the Second World War. However, until the war, the game saw a massive disparity in Argentina as it was played only by the British community, was restricted between the clubs that were founded by the British people and to the families of their descendants. Native Argentines couldn't even become a member of those clubs, let alone play the gentleman's game. During the Second World War, many of the British immigrants went to fight and most of them didn't return. So these clubs had only two options, either to open their doors to the local communities or to shut down the clubs. Most of these clubs choose the former option. Once the doors to the local clubs opened, people of Argentina started bumping into cricket in the summers. This happened during the 1950s and 1960s. But by the time cricket started entering the lives of native Argentine people, football and rugby were already installed as the main sports of the country. It was always going to be an uphill battle for cricket to try and get more players into the system. The country did become an ICC associate member in 1974 and even participated in the inaugural ICC trophy held in 1979. Since then, their international standing has fallen ever since, with Argentina ultimately dropping out of the ICC World Cricket League Division 6 in 2013. Nowadays, the team has to advance in the regional tournaments to get back into the global competitions. A yearly South American championship is played where a development side is featured, mixing experienced and upcoming players. Argentina is the current champions over there. Their current ICC T20 international ranking is 46. The under-19 national team is also quite exciting and also participated in a yearly South American championship and finished second on net run rate. Their women's national team, nicknamed as the Flamingos, are the strongest team in the sub-region, winning 5 out of the 6 South American championships, and highly competitive against the likes of USA and Canada. With an opulent history of cricket, Argentina has become the cultural epicenter of the game in mainland South America.